God, this morning I want to say a prayer for the dreamers. God, please bless them to know what it's going to take for them to achieve their dream. Bless them to never give up. Bless them to have tenacity. Bless them to have love in their heart, and bless them to have a blessed day. Amen.
In an explosive series of events, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been hit with 4 lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault and abuse. These shocking allegations have left the public reeling, and the first to come forward was R&B singer Cassie Ventura. But she wasn't alone in her accusations. A longtime friend of Cassie's, Tiffany Red, has also spoken out about what she calls Diddy's deplorable treatment of her friend. In a chilling turn of events, Red claims to have witnessed firsthand the verbal abuse and manipulation that took place during Cassie and Diddy's relationship. Shockingly, Red describes how Diddy would allegedly hire sex workers to engage in acts with Cassie, while he watched and gave instructions. Red also reveals disturbing details about Ventura's 29th birthday party, where she says Diddy forced her to participate in what they called a freak-off. According to Red, Diddy showed up at Ventura's home screaming because she refused to have sex with him, ultimately resulting in a freak-off that Red claims to have witnessed herself. As this scandal continues to unfold, the truth behind these allegations remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the public will be watching closely as more details emerge. As the details of this heinous crime continue to unravel, new revelations have come to light, exposing the true nature of Sean Diddy Combs. In a recent conversation, his former protege and friend Ventura revealed the disturbing truth about their relationship. She told Red that Combs would only work on her music if she agreed to engage in sexual acts with him. But it doesn't stop there. Red also shared how Ventura confided in her about an incident in which Combs gave her a black eye just days before a major movie premiere. According to Red, Combs is a dangerous man who uses fame and wealth to manipulate and traumatize those around him. And it seems this is not an isolated incident for Combs, as court documents reveal multiple lawsuits accusing him of violent behavior. With these shocking details coming to light, it's clear that Combs' reign of terror may finally be exposed. Combs has a long history of legal troubles, with numerous civil cases and multiple arrests since 1999. One notable case involved an alleged assault on his son's football coach at UCLA in 2015, but charges were ultimately dropped. In the late 90s, he faced accusations of violence against rival record executive Steve Stout and was acquitted of weapons and bribery charges. Combs rose to fame as a producer-turned-rapper in the 90s, eventually creating Bad Boy Records and launching the careers of artists like Faith Evans, Lil' Kim, and Notorious B.I.G. He achieved mainstream success with a string of hits and 3 Grammy Awards, while also branching out into fashion and reality TV with Making the Band in 2002. However, recent events have cast a dark shadow over his legacy. Allegations of sexual misconduct by singer Ventura and 3 other lawsuits have resulted in backlash, including Hulu canceling a planned reality series about his family and the Recording Academy considering rescinding his invitation to this year's Grammys. Combs has temporarily stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt amidst these controversies. On December 6, 2023, Diddy released a statement denying all allegations against him. But the question remains, will justice ever be served for those who have accused Combs of wrongdoing? Or will he continue to evade consequences due to his wealth and influence? Whispers of scandal have followed him for years, but now the truth is finally coming to light. A man once revered as a music mogul and philanthropist now faces accusations of crimes that could destroy everything he has built. "I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth," he proclaims in his defense. But those close to him know the dark secrets that lurk beneath his public persona. In 2022, he received a prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award, but little did his adoring fans know there was a sinister side to this superstar. And perhaps it was all too easy to overlook amidst the glitz and glamour of fame. But one woman refused to stay silent any longer. She had been a victim of his true nature. And now, she turns her pain into action, determined to bring justice to not only herself, but others who have suffered in silence. This is the story of Diddy, the man behind the music, and the shattered lives left in his wake. As the investigation into Diddy's alleged mistreatment of Ventura and other victims deepens, Red speaks out with a shocking statement. "Justice for me looks like Diddy behind bars." She goes on to reveal the true extent of the trauma and damage inflicted by Combs, calling for retribution and accountability for all involved. With the lawsuit filed and no active investigation from the NYPD, questions arise about whether justice will truly be served. As for Red, she hopes that in addition to facing criminal consequences, Diddy will finally get the help he needs and confront the dark truths that have been hidden for far too long. The mirror of truth awaits him, but will he dare to look? In this interview with NBC News, Red reveals disturbing encounters with rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs and drops bombshell information about his relationship with singer Cassie. As she divulges secrets given to her by the very woman at the center of it all, we explore the dark depths of a celebrity romance gone wrong. Hold on to your seats as we uncover the shocking truth behind this tale of love, lust, and betrayal.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich, because you can't get away from them.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason Derulo, and Jennifer Hudson. In 2015, she became friends with Cassie while writing songs for her album. At that point, Cassie and Diddy had been together for nearly 8 years. In a lawsuit Cassie filed last month, she detailed the abuse she says Diddy committed, including physical assault. Red says although she did not know about the alleged physical assault while working with Cassie, she did witness verbal abuse on more than one occasion. One of which took place during Cassie's 29th birthday in 2015. Red says Diddy showed up at karaoke, where Cassie and a group of friends were celebrating.
So he had her backed into the corner, and he was like cussing her out with his hand in her face.
Later that night, Red, who was staying at Cassie's home, says she awoke to screaming.
He's standing in the living room area, and she's there, and he was like, "Emotional singing, bitch. There you are." And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember looking in his eyes, and I said to him, "What did y'all do?" Because I could see that she was really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her high before. And then he says, "Tell your girl she wants some birthday." And we were like, well, I mean, he's saying this to me, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset, I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted. I don't know. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. I realized oh, this guy is dangerous.
Red says it was only a few months ago that Cassie told her what was really going on that night in 2015, that it all stemmed from the music executive wanting her to take part in what he called a freak-off against her will.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs?
That he would hire these sex workers, and they would have sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do.
In her lawsuit, Cassie alleges she was forced to participate in freak-offs throughout her relationship with Diddy. Red learning recently one horrific detail from Cassie.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak-off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that I spent all these years writing these songs for him to rape my friend to, is just disgusting.
In the lawsuit, Cassie detailed the physical abuse she says Diddy committed, including an instance where she was put in a hotel room for days to heal. Red says Cassie recently told her about Diddy giving her a black eye before the premiere of her 2016 film, The Perfect Match.
I remember one time her telling me that, I think it might have been The Perfect Match, that movie that she was in, and she told me that she had a black eye under her makeup.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I mean, look at his rap sheet.
An attorney for Cassie declined to comment. Diddy's attorney did not respond. In 2015, Diddy was arrested on 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon and other charges for allegedly beating up his son's football coach. Prosecutors declined to file felony charges related to that arrest. 24 hours after Cassie filed her lawsuit, she and Diddy announced that they had reached an undisclosed settlement. Combs released a statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best." His lawyer adding that the settlement was, quote, "in no way an admission of wrongdoing."
I mean, I just feel like it's PR. He settled because he doesn't want to go to court.
Diddy's music career spans 3 decades, including 3 Grammy Awards and the creation of Bad Boy Records, representing artists from Mary J. Blige to the late Notorious B.I.G. In September, he was awarded MTV's Global Icon Award. But since the allegations surfaced, Hulu scrapped a reality series about his family, and the Recording Academy said they are considering to rescind his invite to this year's Grammys.
You know, I think a lot of people, especially in the Black community, are, you know, I've seen the narrative of like, you know, they just trying to take a Black man down. And it's just like, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. This is about accountability and a reckoning. Like, that's just the bottom line.
As for what justice looks like,
I think justice looks like Diddy being behind bars. And I also think that justice looks like everybody getting retribution for all of the things. The amount of therapy, like I just said, all of the moments, the time, like these are our careers.
And Chloe is back with us now. You hear her saying justice looks like Diddy behind bars. Is there a possibility that could still happen? Where does the criminal case stand?
So Cassie filed her federal civil suit here in New York, and the NYPD has come out and said that there is no investigation into Diddy right now. Now, that doesn't mean that the district attorney of Manhattan isn't looking into something, or perhaps investigations going on behind the scenes. But publicly, on the record, no such investigation has been confirmed. And also, there have been other lawsuits of some women coming forward with other similar accusations and allegations. And who knows if others might come forward as well. Remember, the Adult Survivors Act is set to expire at the end of this month in the state of California. And we know that Diddy, that is where he has primarily resided. So you never know if others might come forward between now and the new year.
And you spent so much time talking with Tiffany, and you can tell, even watching that back, not being in the room with her, that she has been so deeply impacted by what she says she witnessed. She has been able to sort of take this and turn it in a way, right? Can you explain that?
So she calls herself an activist, right? She's not just a singer, songwriter who's worked with so many stars, like I mentioned, Zendaya, Jason Derulo, Cassie. You know, she is somebody that has started an organization called the 100%ers. And that's, she says, comes from the fact that she always gives 100%. And this is about advocating for equal pay and fair rights for those who are both artists and writers and music producers, and helping also get them out of archaic music contracts. So she has turned her tragedy and her trauma into something positive, but she said that speaking out to NBC News, speaking out to us, has helped her heal, and she also wants to stand up for her friend Cassie and validate what's in that lawsuit.
Love us? Leave us a positive review or rating. Follow No Tears for Black Girls on social media and No Tears for BG on Twitter. Be blessed. Be loved. Stay safe.